Good morning, welcome back. Doing some small pond fishing today. Tournament season is over. November 1st, chilly as heck. It's in the low 30s right now. I think actually about 32 degrees. I've been actually fishing for about a half hour so far, but once again, GoPro issues. This time an SD card error. I can't win with these freaking GoPros. Usually it's power issues with the back one. Now my chesty. I did a whole intro walking up the trail this morning, and yeah, it's all gone. So let's try this again. Anyway, trying some new buzz baits, trying some a new jerk bait rod. Yeah, I already talked about all that. So now I'm starting over. So anyway, yeah, small pond fishing, November 1st. Let's get some fall bass. Alright, one of the new things I'm trying, besides a couple new buzz baits, is this Berkley Flux Gill. I haven't tried one yet. I've seen some stuff on it. Looks pretty interesting. I've seen people Texas rig it. I've seen people Nico rig it. I'm going to start by Texas rigging it, and at some point I'll probably try Nico rigging it, but because I do have a Nico rig tied on. But we're going to start with a Texas rig. I've also seen Greg Blanchard use it as a chatterbait trailer, which is interesting. Not sure I would go that route. I'm very happy with my current chatterbait trailer. I don't really want to mess with perfection, but I'll try it at some point. We'll see. It's interesting. I just feel like it's a little bit too big and bulky. I feel like it would kill the action of a chatterbait, but who knows? It's worth a try for sure. So, but today we're just gonna we're going to try Texas rigging it and maybe Nico rigging it at some point. But yeah, just obviously shaped like a panfish, bluegill, whatever. So yeah, I've already tried a little buzzbait, tried a little chatterbait, tried a jerkbait so far, so let's slow down a little bit. Try for some of the slower, maybe deeper bass, see what's going on before we move on to some different spots and some different stuff. God, I had a whole cool intro this morning. At least I thought it was cool, but walking up the path to get to this place, it's about a mile walk to get to this particular pond. There are several ponds in this park. Most of them are a lot closer to where you got to park, and those do get pressure from not only bank anglers, but there are some guys in the kayak scene who know about this place. But again, they usually stick to the ponds that are closer to the parking lot. This one, I'm one of the only jerk-offs that drags his kayak a mile to get to this place. It's usually worth it. You know, some of the other ponds have bigger fish. This one seems to have better numbers. Just doesn't get as much pressure. Most times I have it to myself. So it's usually worth the mile walk to get to it. Usually. We'll see. And that thing just does not want to stay straight. I wonder if there's something you can do to keep it from twisting like that on the... I'm just hopping it on the bottom. Then when I pull it up on the retrieve, it's just kind of spinning. So I wonder what, if anything, I need to do to stop that from happening. I really don't know how this sits on the bottom with a Texas rig. I'm guessing it lays flat. I don't think it floats. I gotta Texapose that hook a little bit better. But yeah, it's got all these waffle holes in it. Supposedly disperses the scent a little bit better, but it's an interesting bait for sure. So, as I also mentioned in the intro that I lost, thank you GoPro, got a couple new buzz baits to try out. The Berkley Riveter. This is the skirted one. I also got one of the toad body style. So yeah, I threw them a little bit already this morning. But we're gonna try some new spots. So probably too cold for buzzbait, but That has never stopped me before. So out of the package, it was clacking the head. So I tried it like that for a while, and then I bent it out a little bit so it wasn't hitting the head, so it's a little bit quieter. I generally don't like a head clacker. Well, I like whatever works, obviously, but most of my buzz baits, I like them getting the noise from squeaking rather than clacking. Let's bend it down a little bit, make it clack. Let's wake them up. Ooh, that's good, a little intermittent clack there. The air temperature is still at or below 32 because I am getting some ice in the line guides. No idea what the water temp is. Didn't even bother bringing the Lowrance today. I rarely use it at this place. I always tell myself I'm going to go explore out in the middle more, and of course I end up spending the whole time just throwing it at the bank. Let's switch it up to a swim jig. They do love a bluegill swim jig at this place. We'll be throwing around all this wood, so a swim jig will do a little bit better in the wood than a bladed jig will. And it's been a while since I got a swim jig bite, so it'd be cool if I got one. Wacky worm time. Oh. Oh, mother. Frick took my worm. Well, that didn't take long. Second cast with a wacky rigged Senko. Jerk took my worm, so I guess they like that. Felt like a pretty good one too. I mean, of course it's hard to say from just that since I didn't really have them on, but let's just say it was a good one, right? All that white stuff, that's all that Nori's, what do they call it, bite powder? I don't even remember, but some Japanese magic powder that I like to throw on my Senkos, since Senkos don't have any stank on them other than just salt. What is going on? I don't know what the heck is going on, but that is the third time the fish has just pulled my Senko right off the hook. I mean, I'm using these rings rather than the VMC sleeve just cause. Still, I'm putting the hook not only through the ring, but also through the body. You know, just a little bit. Like so. So I'm putting it through the body of the worm, but underneath the rig. And 3 times they have pulled the worm off. I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. And I only brought 1 pack of green pumpkin Senkos, so these are not going to last all day. Oh, so weird. I guess after this one, if it happens again, I guess I'll switch to the VMC sleeves, see if that does any better, but I would think this would actually be better since I'm going through the body of the worm a little bit. This should actually hold it on better than the VMC sleeves. I'm calling them sleeves. Why can I not think of what those things are called? Anyway, the fish are obviously liking the Senko. I just can't freaking hook them. I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. I know it's not my hook. I got the TK137 on there, which is just about the best wacky hook you can use. I don't know if they're just like grabbing the end of the worm. I mean, that must be what they're doing. They're clearly not getting the hook in their mouth. They're just like grabbing the end of the worm and pulling it out of their mouth or something. Maybe I gotta give them a second, let them get the whole thing in their mouth. I don't freaking know. That's crazy. That's 3, is that 3 or 4? I don't even know now. 3 or 4 where they had it and somehow got my worm without getting a hook in their mouth. Oh, is that one? There's one. Stay on. Are you kidding me? What am I doing? Okay, that one at least didn't take the worm, but that is so crazy. I've never lost so many fish wacky rigging them. Oh, finally got one that feels a little better. Finally kept one hooked. Oh yeah, that one's decent. Finally kept one hooked on the wacky rig. Alright. Okay. That's a little better. Still not a, not a big one, but what, 14, 15? Something like that. Alright, get out of here. Alright, I guess we're going to throw a wacky rig a little bit more. Got one on the old texting dead stick. Sending a message to the boys and letting the bait sit on the bottom. Felt the thump. That's a pretty good one too. That one's a little bit better. TK137 is in there. He was not going anywhere. Oof. Yeah, not giant, but nice one nonetheless. Starting to get bit. Which is not surprising. I think I mentioned this cold weather. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a late morning, early afternoon bite, and that is exactly how it is working out. Not a big one, but that was cool. I think I landed right on top of him. As soon as my worm hit the water, it started peeling off to the side. It's always cool to see. All right, it is a wacky kind of day. They don't want anything except wacky rigged Senko. Well, I guess I got one on the jackhammer, but I think that was more of a reaction bite. Again, I just sort of landed on his head. But I tried the buzzbait just because I had two new buzzbaits to try. I didn't really expect that to do a whole lot that early, but I've also tried, I've been Texas rigging that flux gill. I tried drop shotting a flatworm a little bit over here, and there's some deeper water over here, so I figured I'd give that a try. And nothing. It's just wacky rigged Senko seemed to be the only thing I can get bit on, which is not terrible. It's not my favorite way to fish, obviously. Especially, I should do it more in tournaments because it is so effective, but I just cannot fish this slow during tournaments. But on a lazy Saturday like this, I don't mind getting into a little Senko bite. No wind at all right now. The water's glass calm. I bet if I got a little bit of a breeze, I bet I could get on a jackhammer bite, because they do love a green pumpkin jackhammer at this pond. I don't know if it's just because they're lethargic or the water's just too calm and clear, but I'm not feeling the jackhammer right now. Starting to hear a little bit of wind in the leaves though, so maybe if we can get a little ripple on the water, we'll get into a jackhammer bite at some point today. Also tried the swim jig, since that does a little bit better in calm conditions, a little bit better than the jackhammer, but I didn't seem to want that either, at least not yet. Just a wacky rigged Senko. Come here, sucker. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, just get your net, dummy. What are you doing? Just going old school, no net. Another little fella on the wacky one. Get out of here. There. That one's a little better. Got one that's finally pulling a little bit of drag. Yeah, that one's better. Heck yeah. Car TK137 doing work once again. That's a good one. That one will too. That's the kind we're looking for. Doing some work today. TK137 paired with a green pumpkin Senko. Crushing them today. Let's go. Alright. Okay, down to my last green pumpkin Senko. Just had another one pull one right off my hook, or right out of the ring was still on there, so we pulled it right out of the ring. Which again, I don't really understand because I've got it. I am skin hooking it a little bit. I'm not even skin hooking it. I'm going through the body of the Senko, and they're still somehow pulling it right off. This is my last new one. I've got one that I've been using for a little while. I wanted to put on some, look, it had some fresh powder on it. So, 2 more Senkos, and then I'll have to switch to the janitor. Had one thump me right up here, which I expected actually, because I had, even though it was a completely different time of year, I got a couple of really nice ones right up along this stuff earlier than the last time I was here a couple months ago. Again, completely different time of year, completely different conditions, but I mean, it's a small pond. They don't have a ton of choices. It's not like they're gonna migrate to the back of creeks or to main lake points or anything like that. You know, they're pond fish. They're gonna do what the heck they're gonna do. Go where they want to go, no matter what time of year it is. Another little guy up shallow. It's alright though. This time of year, we'll take anything we can get. Season is winding down. There's only so many days left until the ice takes over and the depression sets in. So we will take everything we can get today. Alright, got a decent one on the jackhammer. Something besides a wacky worm, finally. Not too bad. Is it running? We'll find out. Thank you, buddy. Go on, get. Okay. Let's keep doing that for a while. As effective as that wacky Senko is, that can get kind of boring. I'd rather chuck and wind something. Another one on the jackhammer. That one's oh, and he got off. I played him like a dummy. That was cool though. I saw the flash of him come out. He was up pretty shallow, as they all have been so far today. But yeah, so saw him come after that one. That's always fun. It's turned into a pretty decent day. Kind of lost count of how many I got, but not bad at all for 30-degree temperatures this morning. Just had a little perch grab my Senko. I'm starting to think that's what was stealing my worms earlier this morning, but I caught perch in here before, so I figured I'd try this perch pattern. What the heck is this called? Mag Draft. Freestyle Mag Draft. Trocar swim bait hook in there. TK 170, I want to say. Yeah. Figured what the heck. If there's perch in here, let's throw a perch pattern Mag Draft. See if we can't get a big sucker to come after it. Stay down, sucker. Come here. There we go. Alright. Another one on the wacky Senko. TK 137. I mean, it might not be the most exciting way to fish, but is there a better bait for small pound bass fishing than a green pumpkin Senko wacky rigged, especially if it's on a Trocar TK 137. Size 2, money in the bank. Winding down, almost done. Back in this corner where I usually get one, and I had one steal of Senko this morning, so gotta give it a try before I call it, but getting close to calling it. It's been a good day, you know, no giants, but solid numbers. Would have been nice to get some topwater action, but what are you gonna do? Beggars can't be choosers in November. Alright, we got another one. I was just about to head to the bank and call it. I was almost back over to my starting spot, fishing my way back, and got a bonus fish. Another 13, 14, nothing special, but I shouldn't say nothing special. No offense, bro, you're special. Any bass in November in Colorado is special. Alright, that's a wrap. Chesty camera died, so I'm done anyway. It was nice to get that bonus fish there at the end, but yeah. Thanks as always for watching. I'll be back soon. Might head down south to Pueblo to fish with Nikki. Pueblo or Brush Hollow maybe. I don't know, but yeah, I'll be back out soon doing some more fun fishing, making some more videos, catching some more fish. But thanks as always for watching, and until next time, get after them.